Hi Aries, Happy New Year! This is your forecast for the month of January 2017. This is a general reading for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, or Aries Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. So Aries, you are starting the week off, the first week of January, with a major card, the Devil card. Now, this can go in several directions. Perhaps you have some really strong business connections that you're trying to attend to this week, or perhaps there are issues of sexuality. But more often than not, this is a week where you are going to be very concerned with getting your way with something. Maybe there's maybe you're overly concerned about money, or you have some kind of unhealthy attachment, or you're battling with some kind of habit. But this card generally shows up when you are locked into some kind of habit, conditioning, or pattern that is largely self-perpetuated, an addiction, an obsession that is keeping you chained and in bondage in some way. So this could be a week of some kind of self-imposed limitation, or you're going to need to, get past negative thinking, or there may be codependency issues. You may feel oppressed in some way, but you could be the very one refusing to leave a bad situation. So you may be stuck in a situation or with a connection that makes you feel confined in some way. Or again, you could be dealing with vices where there is an obsession with power, with sex, with money, whatever your particular vice is. But, maybe this is uncontrolled passion. Maybe you're, having some strong and powerful sexual urges this week. Whatever it is, you are very determined to get your own way, and you're likely to be dealing in the, vicinity of temptation, where it's going to be easy for you to talk other people into things, talk yourself into things, if you feel that meets your purpose. So you're going to have to really have some strong, exercise your willpower this week to fight back any temptation toward, being tempted, because that's going to be a challenge. Now, maybe this is as simple as, we've just gotten past the holidays, and there probably was a lot of food, a lot of drinking, a lot of money being spent. And so, this may be playing into this week for you. So your instincts are really, really strong, whether that is to win emotionally or to get some kind of material gain. And your ambition, your desire is driving you in such a way where you have to be careful that you're using that energy in a constructive manner, because this could very well lead you down the wrong path. But now, if you're in control, this could be a week where you get a couple of, some good luck happens to you, or maybe you get that spark of an idea that is sheer genius that prevents something from happening. In fact, it saves you right in the last moment. But for those of you who are going beyond your boundaries, you're pushing your luck too far, you're not really trying to work through a situation, you're relying on that charm, that seductive quality, there is going to be a price to pay at the end of it all. So this is a week to use your common sense, be optimistic, be enthusiastic, but also be practical so that you don't take on more than you're capable of handling. This could be a week where you very much want to be in the spotlight. You want to be recognized for who you are, for your achievements, and you're also very good at honing in on the value and worth of the people around you. You're able to see, psychologically what their motivations are, which is why you'll be very capable of pulling the strings this week. This is also urging you not to put things off, not to procrastinate. Go ahead and attend to your responsibilities. Be careful about being risky or doing things that are really going to bring more harm than anything else. And this could be a week where your sense of ethics is somehow questioned. You want to help others. You want for people to like you, to love you. You want to be of service. But there's this nagging fear or anxiety that maybe people are taking advantage of you, or they're trying to use you, or they're expecting too much from you. So again, this is a week to realize the tendency to push yourself beyond your own personal limits and getting involved in situations where you really don't stand a chance in hell. And you need to recognize, what is actually viable and a healthy challenge rather than something that's just going to be an obstruction for you. So, this could be a week where you're very focused on your success, your recognition, being in the spotlight. For others of you, you're dealing with some chronic, self-defeating bad habits, and you need to recognize that it's time to stop struggling with something, perhaps even accept something that is, rather than trying to control it. This card, because it has very strong ties to Saturn, can indicate something to do with the past. This can be limitations or delays that you experience through older people, parental and authority figures, your ex. But there seems, sometimes there's a stall, there's a pessimism, a fear, and a strong urge for self-preservation that could drive you to take the wrong risks or the wrong choice. Now, the second week we have this Queen of Wands. This could very well be you, or this is just fire energy that you're encountering. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. And so last week could very well have been a focus on business, because this queen is very business oriented. She's got a lot of determination. She has the power to influence others. And as I said, with the Devil card, that's a strong motivation for you. You want to get your way. And this queen is very concerned with having her way. She's very passionate about what she's doing. She's very enterprising, career-minded. So this could be a week where you're really focused on making things happen the way that you want. Now, if this is a love interest, this could be, the prior week could have been your ex, or it could be someone that you feel a very strong sexual attraction to, because this queen is very passionate. She's very in touch with her body, her feelings, her emotions. She's a sensuous person, and she's not ashamed to express that in a passionate way. So this could be a week where you really want to be noticed. You want to be appreciated, and you've got a lot of magnetism working for you. You are pulling it in. You are attracting a wide variety of suitors, of connections, people that want to connect to you, and your goals, your values, your objectives, your personalities are complementary in ways that are going to feed into this desire, this thirst for adventure, for excitement. Now, some of you, you may be facing, again, the tendency to fall back on some habits, or you may be pushing beyond the limits, and in which case you could end up alienating people if you're pushing too hard to be seen. So not only are you going to be off-putting to the person of interest to you, but possibly a couple of your friends as well. So this could be a week where you need to get in touch with, something perhaps that you're not seeing. There could be something that's hidden, or again, a stirring up of the past. Something needs to come to light. The third week, you have a major card. So the first week and the third week of January are major weeks for you. So again, this could very well be a business project that you're trying to bring to fruition. This could be a week where there's a focus on important women figures, your mother, a wife, anybody who's been maternal or helpful, just a woman of importance. This could be a female employer, or somebody who owns some land, or someone who is creative. But this is definitely a woman of power and authority. So this could be a week where you are focused on prosperity, your creativity, doing something productive, maybe nurturing, She's also very sensual, and so there could be, again, that focus on the material comfort, creating a beautiful home, or physical love and affection, sexuality again, fertility and harvest. So this could be a week where it's possible, if you're looking to have children, this could be a fertile week for you. This is also, if this was business oriented this month, you could be getting some successful results from putting in your hard work. There is the potential for fulfillment, good fortune in some way. So just know that if whatever it is that you're doing, if you feel enthusiastic about it, if you feel good about it, if you haven't been lazy and self-indulgent and over the top, which the Devil card was warning you to keep those excesses in check, then you'll likely succeed with whatever it is that you are pushing at this moment, whatever it is that means the most to you. This is going to be a week, again, this is a month of where you have really got it going on if you play your cards right, because this is going to help you smooth over your connections with other people, develop new and better connections with other people. Your luck is growing. There are opportunities coming across your path. Your talent is blossoming, especially if you've been putting in that effort. So the better you feel about yourself, about your life, your outlook, what's going on in your career, in your personal life, the easier it is for you to move away from those self-defeating habits and chronic behaviors that were taking place earlier in the month. So, but for some of you, this is maybe something kind of hedonistic. There could be this week issues of excess where maybe you're eating too much, drinking too much, sexual addictions, gambling, substance abuse. For some of you, it's too little of something. So be careful of that. If you're putting in effort and working hard, and this is something that really means a lot to you and you want to make it happen, this is a week where you're very close to walking through that doorway. You're about to cross that finish line. If you're not there yet, you're extremely close. This is also a week where, you're going to be, because you're feeling a sense of fulfillment, it's easier for you to be diplomatic in your connections, and therefore, as a result, it's easier for you to come up with strategies that work for you to make small gains that are going to make a big difference for you later on. So for some of you, at some point, taking a short break from a situation to just recharge your batteries, renew your confidence, is going to inspire you to pick up again with something that you were ready to give up on, especially if you felt some limitation early on. So be careful this week that you don't allow self-indulgence or excessive behavior to reflect poorly on your reputation or your achievements. This is not the moment to lay back and, be apathetic, because you could find yourself falling behind. So this is a week to be optimistic, to work hard, to be enthusiastic, to make those connections to others, to try to smooth out your relationships, and you have the power to do that. This could be a week of good fortune, trying to manifest something and bring it to fruition, being open to possibilities. For others of you, you need to get clear on some things. Now, the last week, you have, again, this card of celebration. Maybe, you're feeling like having fun. There's a joy to what's happening around you, and maybe you are reaping the harvest now. You steered matters your way with regard to business or a project you were working on, and you're getting the results from it. Some of you are getting assistance from other people. There's achievement happening. Some of you, there's a new lifestyle taking place. Now, this card can frequently indicate a marriage, engagement, a wedding, conception again. But it's a card of hospitality and sharing. There's an exuberance connected to this card. So this is going to be a week where you are in the mix and you've got all of the skills to make it work for you. So you're going to have lots of opportunities, connect with other people, to share your feelings, put your ideas out there, hear what they have to say. In fact, there's going to be a lot of communication going on, and some of it is going to put some really pertinent information in your lap. And then a lot of your exchanges will end up being fluff and gossip. So be careful about that. But again, this is a time where you can do some healing, where you can restore, your connections, or resolve any misunderstandings, or head off at the pass any potential problems. You're going to make connections with people who have insider information, and they're going to be willing to share it with you. But again, you're going to have to be careful about how you use this information, what you do with it. And so this is a week for you to be careful about when and how you act upon the information that you receive. You will need to be practical, use your common sense, and check the facts before you respond, because there could be people close to you who are not quite on the up and up, or who are distorting things, or maybe even revealing a secret. And for others of you, your mind is running away with you, and you are thinking that something is going on that may not be. You may think people are, trying to fight over you or arguing about you, or you may be obsessed. And remember the devil card in the first week. You may be obsessed with someone or a situation. You may think that is the panacea for your problems, or it's the cause, the root of your problems. And neither of those may be entirely on the mark. So again, you're making some connections. This could be a week where some things are resurrected. There's some changes taking place. Maybe you're bringing some things back to life. There's some emotional renewal. For some of you, given what you find out, maybe you're moving past something that was in your past, something that was old. The underlying energy is this page. So this is new energy. This is earth energy. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, male or female. This could be a younger person. This could be some studies. If you were involved in studies in some way, this is the underlying energy. But this could also mean that you're going to be receiving some important news with regard to your business plans or your physical health. So some of you, the focus is indeed this month job training, a new job, a new position, following some kind of instructions, or the possibility of getting involved in some new projects and the opportunity to make some money. There could also be a focus on school and advancing in some way with relation to your ambitions or money. If this is a person, this is someone who is probably very conscientious. They may be open-minded and willing to learn, a hard worker. This could be a reliable friend. This is someone who is probably very duty-oriented, very sensible, and very serious about, what they're learning. Again, this could be an indication of some kind of project or something entertaining, some kind of special event or some kind of speculation. Now, if this is a love situation, you should also know that sometimes this can, if you're having an obsession to try to steer matters your way with regard to a particular person that you've become obsessed about, just know that sometimes there's an indication that perhaps the person that you are interested in could be unpredictable or unavailable at times. You may be in the very beginning stages of a relationship where there are some cross signals where you are thinking something is really more stable than it is. But for some of you, this is a relationship that is blossoming because of some shared financial efforts. You're working together on something. Some of you, you're going to be putting off your relationships because you're so focused with your career and your financial responsibilities that it's taking up most of your time. You're going to want some tangible expressions of love if you get involved with someone new. This could very well be a month that marks some kind of turning point in your emotional life, in your social world, and you may be getting more involved in the community out there in the world, and that could hold a greater possibility for you to make some connections socially, financially, romantically. And if you're involved with someone, you may start to plan something more permanent. Now, maybe this is inspired by a pregnancy, or you just could be looking toward a future together, something more solid and grounded. Again, you're going to want to make something tangible come about. Now, for others of you, this devil indicated some type of temptation, and you have the Three of Cups, which could always mean a third party. You also have this Empress, which is another three. So you or your partner may be seduced by someone else. You may be looking over the fence toward greener pastures. Just know that whoever this is, whatever you're attracted to, there's a possibility that, it's not quite what it appears to be. It appears to be more promising, but it's not necessarily certain that this person is going to deliver. Again, this could be a month where you are just making some plans, and part of those plans could be to take some time to indulge yourself, to pamper yourself, to enjoy, the fruits of your labors, to recognize your own inner beauty. This is going to be a month that largely depends on your moods, your attitudes, how you're feeling, how well you are able to cope with the situations that you're involved in, with the situations that are occurring around you. And there's also some kind of tug between what you know logically and what you feel emotionally. And so there could be some type of element where in your mind, statistically, the odds are stacked. This is a goal of making the impossible occur. But there's a very strong strong focus on work and your productivity as well. All right, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would greatly appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and kind comments. For those of you who have already offered your support, please know that I am grateful and committed to you. Make sure you watch your yearly overview for 2017. Have a wonderful January, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.